going off of my last video, I want to talk to you guys a little bit more about like the work that we do in reference to maybe helping you understand that you can do it too. If source is a computer system and saying spirit is the access point, like Siri, please play a song by the Gorillaz, Clint Eastwood. When you say spirit, you are, and you can use whatever terminology you want. You could be like higher self, or I don't know, if you use a deity or whatever, you can talk to them, or spirit guide. It doesn't matter. But it's your access point. You direct it to them, and then you ask for what's already available in the computer source system. So all of our healings that we have made readily available, like we did the healing, but then once we name it, it is now added to the database of source. So if you ask, because I've been in a session multiple times, I've been in a session with someone and I merge myself in with them so I can feel what they're feeling firsthand. And then I ask for Kat's general healing, which removes anything that doesn't belong in the energetic field. Like if you have a dimmer switch because someone's trying to dim your shine, or marionette strings because someone's trying to puppet you, things like this. That healing, Kat's general healing, will come in and remove anything that doesn't belong. And I felt myself lift stuff off, like my soul, and then it'll pull something and it just keeps getting stuck because that healing is on autopilot. It is set up to remove things in the energetic field that doesn't belong, but it doesn't have an AI. It does not have the human component to be able to maneuver around and figure out what the fuck is happening. And that's why it's our soul coming over to do a preset healing. So all the healings that we've done took 30 minutes to 16 hours to do. Then we preset it in the computer system that is source and set our souls to fragment out to do the work. Well, when like something gets stuck, then I might ask for like Kate's healing hands, and Kate's healing hands come over and unstick things. And then I ask for Kat's general healing, and then it removes the thing again. Do you know what I'm saying? It is literally a computer system. Anything that electronics can do, they mimic what we can already do. Spiritual gifts, like we all have the ability to do it. Okay, so I'm going to make a little bit of a mini series with these 3-minute videos and explain more on how we do these things, because apparently some of you are like needing it, I guess, because I need to talk about it. So that'll be fun. Okay, so I get tagged a lot to bring TikTok accounts back. And sometimes it's super fast and it's easily accessible and I can do it really quickly. And sometimes it needs extra work. And that's why like all of us have different tools in our toolbox. So basically what you do is you like think of your TikTok. I don't know if you guys have ever seen Wreck-It Ralph, but she thinks she's a glitch. She thinks she's a glitch, and she finds out, or Ralph finds out, that her folder is disconnected from the system and glitching out. When people throw hate at you, when they throw hate at your videos and things like this, your TikTok gets gunked up. If everything is a part of the source computer, then every little component of it is its own folder. So your TikTok account itself, you clean it off. And I do have the steps to clean it off. I have, in the Intense Energy Vampire Cleanse series, are steps to clean it off. You can also do your house cleanse to it. All the things. Like clean it off like it's a regular folder. Then there should be wires that connect it back to the computer system that is TikTok, which is inside the source computer. You clean it off. You reconnect it. You get rid of anything that's gunky on it. And then you just activate it again. And it should click back into place and start working. Especially if you're removing all the hate from it and all the gunk that's gunked up on it. So basically, footnote here, your whole life you've been told that you're crazy if you think about this stuff. And that when you see these things, you're imagining them. And you're not. Your imagination's actually your intuition, and you've been lied to the whole fucking time. All of us have. I know this to be true because what we do would be considered imagination. But all of us can tune in at the exact same point and see and feel the exact same thing. So I fucking know it's not imagination. It is tuning into a frequency channel like a fucking walkie-talkie. Okay, so like when Kate and I worked on healing the infrastructures of the cities, what we did is we imagined the SimCity format plan, the video game. We uploaded Washington, D.C. into the system. Then we like highlighted what part of the infrastructure needed to be healed. Then we copy and pasted it to all other cities like Washington, D.C. Then we did it to Phoenix, Arizona. Then to all the other desert cities. Then to like Cleveland, Ohio, and all of those kinds of cities, and so on and so forth. Because different types of cities have different infrastructure. Also in my tab in my link tree of the Intense Energy Vampire Cleanse is the House Cleanse setup. I want to add... I need to add that video. I need to make a tab specifically for that to create your own house cleanse because it's really fucking important. So the reason it's important to have your own house cleanse setup that not only like opens all the appropriate portals, unlocks all the locks, returns all the soul fragments and all of this shit, then you add your all these balanced healings to it to balance the estrogen and testosterone, the skeletal, the plumbing, the like all of the things. Then you do all of yours, like your spiritual or witchy shit that you do to cleanse and raise vibration and all of that. You add that. Then you add all the physical ways you clean yourself and clean your home. You add that. And why that is so important and so powerful is because you were on this planet where you're located for a reason. And a reason you get pulled towards certain things is because you yourself are supposed to heal it. Not me. You. So I like to think of it as like the benefits of eating honey. Like honey is really healthy. You can use my stuff. That's like honey. But using your own, that is locally sourced honey. It's got your energy imprint, so your attention is drawn to it, right? So if you see a car accident on the side of the road, you can send your house cleanse. And even if you don't know how to heal yet, you clean up so much residue and debris from the situation, from the people, that it makes the healing that maybe the medical professionals and the doctors and that they have to do. You have cleaned up so much of the residual garbage, it makes the healing really easy to do. And then on top of it, if you are a healer, you're able to heal that more as well. So besides having your own tools in your toolbox, having this honker of a fucking healing, that's why it's so important for you to have. That's why I'm like super passionate about it. And also the ripple effect of it all. If we all have our own healings, do you know how big that ripple effect is? Okay, going back to the source computer aspect of it. If you do this healing to your home, right? And then you think about it, your body houses your soul, your organs, your bone marrow, things like that. Well, then your skeletal system houses your bone marrow even further. Then your organs house those things, and then the cells in your body, and the DNA. So you can go as little as you could possibly think because you're just copying and pasting a healing. Or you can heal a fucking town, a haunted hotel, a city, a state, and it goes bigger. Sorry, I get passionate. Once you figure out that you can copy and paste stuff, it becomes so easy. It's the same thing as Googling what ingredient goes in apple pie. Like, it literally is the same kind of thing. You can ask Spirit Source any question that you want to ask, and it'll guide you towards it. You might have to take your human out of it and your trauma out of it. And that's kind of like when you Google, like you try to research information and you Google it and you only find the topics that support your findings, but it doesn't show you all the aspects of it, of the truth. So it's like twerking your search engine. Take my human out of it, take my trauma out of it. Please allow me to hear, see, and feel the truth, and it'll bring up the correct answer. I also clean off my source cord a lot. It's like an ether cord to the internet, right? It's to the source. I clean off my source cord all the time, and I also make sure that my source cord is connected to the correct database and it hasn't been rerouted somewhere by some trickster kind of thing. Then you want to make sure that nobody is using your database. So that's an intense energy vampire cleanse too. It's like pulling back all of your energy. If you start to think of everything as a computer and the inner workings of it, it really will start to fucking make sense. I have statements that are my, like, when I'm feeling off kilter, there's certain things that I do to me every single time. And when I'm doing a healing, the very first things I do is I do my house cleanse, which is my personal house cleanse that has all the stuff in it. My CAT scan, which is every healing I've ever done. And then the works healing, which is a combination of all of our healings. I do that very first. That cleans so much stuff out, and then it like redirects me to like, oh shit, this is what really needs to happen, and I can help a little bit further. Whether it's healing a person or a world event, because it's all matter. It's all like carbon based. So it works the same for everything, for people and for situations. Because it's a computer system and this is the 3D. Like, this is the matter. I do this work when I'm healing my trauma as well. Like I use my search engine. I ask to see the most impactful point that I need to heal. And then I do my basic stuff like my house cleanse, the CAT scan, the works healing. And then I see like, oh shit, this is what needs to, oh, okay. And I get clarity and then I figure out what needs to do. And then I do my closing statements after everything, which is releasing returning soul fragments, releasing soul contracts, rippling the healing forward, aligning with the most healed timeline, all of that shit, which is in my link tree as well. Yeah, that's it. That's it.